are safe at your home, right? Okay, today we will discuss about the detergent and micelle formation. This is the last topic of your chapter, right? Chemistry in everyday life. Okay, what is detergent? Detergent is similarly as the soap. It's also is used for the cleaning purpose simply. But one beneficial point about the detergent is that it work in both soft as well as hard water. But soft and as well as hard water. But soap does not work in hard water. You know that because magnesium precipitates are formed in case of soap, but in case of detergent there is no precipitation is takes place. Why it is not takes place and how it is work, we will discuss this. Okay, they how they are formed. Detergent are generally made up of sodium alkyl sulfate or sodium alkyl benzene. These are the two methods for the formation of detergent. These are the alkaline part, sodium, and this is the benzene part, sodium, and alkyl part. So they are formed by two methods, sodium alkyl sulfate with the help of sulfate and with the help of benzene. We will use benzene and sulfate with the sodium ion and alkyl. Alkyl means any number of carbon, C10, C12, C15, C16, whatever, it depends how complex detergent you will form. So this is the alkyl group, this is the sodium, this is the sulfate, and this is the benzene sulfate. Simply benzene is present. So generally benzene sulfate detergent is most commonly used, and it is easily decomposed, you can say that. So that this is the most common and favorite form of detergent, simply you can say that. What will happen during the detergent formation? The sodium substitutes generally replaced by the calcium ion which is present in your hard water. And in case of magnesium, if magnesium is present in the hard water, then what will happen? The calcium and magnesium sulfonates are formed because there is sulfate group is used in detergent. So magnesium and sodium sulfonates are formed, and in case of sodium, sodium is replaced with the or substitute or replaced, you can say that, with the help of calcium. So there is no precipitate formed of the calcium and magnesium in case of hard water when we will use detergent, right? Because in case of soap, what will happen? There is the precipitation is formed of calcium and magnesium, right? Because calcium is the substitute of sodium, sodium is replaced by the calcium, and magnesium make the substitute. But there is this magnesium is combined with the sulfate group, so magnesium sulfate is formed. There is no precipitation of magnesium takes place during the cleaning purpose. So detergent are the more beneficial as compared to soap for the cleaning purpose in hard water. In case of benzene and sulfate, there are various any other inorganic phosphate and sodium peroxide are also used for making detergent. But there is one problem about the detergent. It is that detergent does not decompose easily if their alkyl group have more long and more branches. If more branches are present in the alkyl group of the detergent, there is difficulty to decompose the detergent. So water pollution takes place due to detergent. So that the detergent water you don't dump into your toilet seat, because there is no degradation of fecal matter takes place in that condition. So detergents generally we will use of benzene type of, because in benzene detergent the branches of alkali is short as compared to other detergent we will present in the market. So they are easily decomposed with the help of bacteria, and water pollution does not take place. Generally detergent cause water pollution, soap does not cause, so you need to keep in mind. But this detergent and soap both work as the formation of micelle. In both the cases, cleaning is occur with the help of formation of micelle. Micelle is formed. What is micelle actually? This is the, for example, this is the alkyl group, this is the sodium and sodium carbonate, simply you can say that. This is the one form of For example, we will take one simple example of detergent. What will happen in the presence of water? It dissociates, sodium is dissociated, it substitute by the calcium, and simply you can say that mix with calcium which is present in water, and it act on the surface of the cloth which you will use, right? This is the example. We will replace this alkyl group with R simply this is the same reaction. Okay, this alkyl group have both head and tail region. This head part is hydrocarbon part, means hydrogen and carbon is present in this head region, because this is the alkyl group. Alkyl have carbon and hydrogen, so this is the hydrocarbon region, and this is the carbonate, carboxyl group of the detergent. This carboxyl is act as a polar part. This is the polar part of the detergent, which is called hydrophobic, and this is called hydrophilic, right? And head part or hydrocarbon part is the hydrophobic part. What is the meaning of hydrophilic and hydrophobic part? Actually, hydrophobic means inorganic or organic. Which substance you used in soap and detergent is loving. Water hater, water lover. Tail is the water loving part, is called hydrophilic, which hate with water is called hydrophobic. Why we will call this water hater or water loving? We can say that hydrocarbon generally does not soluble in water, so it is called water hater. But polar part, yani carboxyl part, is easily dissolved in the water, so tail part is called hydrophilic part. So how micelle is formed of the soap and detergent? Always the hydrocarbon part or hydrophobic part is always in the inner side of the cleaning, during cleaning, and the hydrophilic part or polar part, or you can say the tail part or the negative part, is always present outside of the outside when we will use detergent. For example, I will give you example. If your cloth or a fabric have any kind of stain of oil or grease or any kind of dust particle is present on your like simply cloth surface. For example, this is your cloth and this is your stain, any kind of oil, any kind of stain present on your cloth surface, then what will happen? This stain is insoluble in water. It cannot soluble with water, but it can easily soluble with hydrocarbon. So we will put hydrocarbon or detergent into the water, right? When you put your cloth in the dissolved detergent water, then what will happen? The hydrocarbon or the hydrophobic part of the detergent make a bond with this, like this is your grease or stain of, at the surface of your cloth. This attach with this, because this is not dissolved into the water. Only tail part or negative part is dissolved in the water only. So it is attached with this stain like this, and the negative part of this hydrocarbon is present outside, or carboxyl part is present outside of the surface, because it is water soluble. So what will happen? This hydrocarbon easily remove out, because of the strong bonding remove out it from your fabric surface, and because it is the soluble part in the water, so it soluble this grease or any kind of stain into the water, and your fabric surface and your cloth become clean easily. So this is the micelle formation, and how this is the method how our clothes are cleaned or any surface is cleaned with the help of detergent and soap. So this is all about the micelle formation, and it is very important topic. Always comes in your board examination. So keep it in mind, and learn it properly. If any doubt, then ask me again and again, because this is very important topic and it is a very simple and smallest topic of your chapter. Simply you need to about the alkyl sodium alkyl group, and this sodium alkyl group have two parts, hydrocarbon part and polar part. Hydrocarbon does not dissolve into the water, so it is present inside the micelle, and the polar part or hydrophilic part is soluble in water, so it is present outside. So negatively part is present outside the micelle and it dissolve into the water, and the hydrocarbon part is easily dissolved into the oil part. So because it is dissolved into the oil so easily from the surface of our cloth, this oil part or the stain of your surface stain of your fabric is comes out into the detergent water, and your fabric become clean due to this micelle formation. So this is about all the chemical simply the chemical we will use in our daily life, chemistry in everyday life, you can say that. Your chapter has been completed. In next lecture we will discuss about the question answers related to this chapter. Okay.